With GTA 6 still many months away, I thought we'd look at some leaks that have resurfaced back to the forefront of the GTA community again after it was made public that Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive were in court after the investigation around them letting 40 or so employees go from their Rockstar North office in the UK a while back, with allegations around union busting and to why Rockstar had let those 40 employees go. But what's going on, guys? It is Catch back with another video on the channel. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel grow. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We're nearly there. I think we are 114 away from 1,000, so any help would be greatly appreciated. But let's get straight into it. Now, as I just mentioned, Rockstar and Take-Two were in court regarding this alleged union busting. However, the company firmly denies these claims, stating that the recent firing of 34 employees was due to the leaking of features regarding GTA 6. Now, this situation has definitely prompted the community to speculate about the nature of these leaks, and also Rockstar has stated that the GTA 6 employees who were fired in 2023 and then again in 2025 was due to leaking confidential information to third parties who were reportedly influencers. Now, the only leak of substantial nature that we do know about is the fact of Jason and Lucia's last names in the game. Now, he's since deleted the tweet, but GameRoll way back when put out this tweet in regard to what Jason and Lucia's last names were, and his guesses were Kamenos and Duval, which, as we now know due to the GTA 6 website, is confirmed. So this leak is probably what prompted Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive into firing those employees who might have leaked confidential information to either GameRoll or other influencers. But the fact that it's come out on GameRoll's Twitter, even though it's now deleted, is a little bit concerning, because he probably had a source within Rockstar that was giving him that information, and now as a result that employee has been let go from their position. But it is quite interesting because we've not seen any leak of substantial nature since that moment. Now, there also was a leak that GameRoll put out, which has now since been deleted, so this information can only be found on the Reddit forums, but effectively it was a bunch of features that are going to be in GTA 6 and also stuff that would have been cut as well. There was no mention in this leak regarding story mode, more on that in a minute, but it was just telling us effectively what features are going to be in GTA 6. For example, the 6-star wanted level returning, obviously GTA 6 being GTA 6, the 6-star wanted level is coming. Weight mechanics being a thing similar to GTA San Andreas, I believe it was, where you could lose weight and put weight on. The interesting one here is where Jason has a Deadeye-like ability where you can slow down time and reveal weak spots, which is very similar to Michael's super ability in GTA 5, where he could sort of slow down time, making it very easy to get headshots. It also goes on to say Lucia can do it, but only in one shot. So it sounds like Jason, due to his military background, which you now know from the GTA 6 website, this ability will probably likely be confirmed as well once we actually see the game properly. And it's meant to show how Jason is a better shot than Lucia, obviously due to his time in the army, which I've just mentioned. And also the map is once again an island, which we've sort of known, and the mapping project has sort of taken a little bit of a turn. It's now looking at GTA 6's map without a panhandle, which was also mentioned in this leak from GameRoll a while back, and the fact that there was a lot of enterable shopping malls and skyscrapers, and over 700 plus shops that are going to be enterable, and also 700 plus shops in most interiors of a major open world game. This was the one that the source at the time that GameRoll had was iffy about. So it's quite interesting that all this information you can more or less confirm from bits and pieces in the two trailers we've received so far. I mean, to be perfectly honest, we're not going to see most of these sort of gameplay things till we actually see the game itself, which is why I want to now focus on the story a bit more, as certain things that have been leaked about the story actually sound more true if you look at certain points in the GTA website and in trailers 1 and 2. Now, depending on who you believe within the GTA community, GTA 6 will have 5 chapters. Now, from trailer 1 and trailer 2, what's been said is that these two trailers are focusing on chapters 1 through 3. So we haven't seen any gameplay from any trailers that's focusing on chapters 4 and 5. Obviously, Rockstar want to be able to keep the ending of GTA 6 as close to under wraps as they possibly can. But we do know from a few leaks that this guy actually put on a Reddit post back about 2 years ago, actually probably 2 and a bit years ago now. And it's actually really interesting. I'll read you the post that was found on the Reddit forums, and it goes all the way back to October 2023, and it's talking about GTA 6's plot and mechanics. And the guy goes, first of all, this thread contains spoilers, so if you're not willing to receive any spoilers, I suggest you continue not reading this thread. I posted this thread originally on the Reddit GTA 6, but moderators insist on deleting it for some reason without reaching out as to why. So apparently he also said he won't be able to give out the source of this information. It's probably someone who worked or who works for Rockstar or had worked for Rockstar and it might have been let go. because this information is actually pretty accurate if you can sort of line it up with what's happening in the trailer. So I'll just sort of take you through what this guy put in this post, and this is actually some really interesting stuff. So in regards to the story, in the very first mission of GTA 6, you control Jason and you have to follow a plane that is about to land and carries a Russian drug dealer. Apparently Jason meets this guy and starts to plan a mission to steal the drugs, and in this drug stealing mission they are chased by police and the drug ends up falling into the ocean, and then there is a following mission where they will have to dive to retrieve it. Now we don't really know too much about this particular mission as of yet from what we see in the trailers. However, what you can see, particularly at the start of trailer 2, is Jason is fixing a roof for Brian Heater, and it's quite near a ocean or a sea. So I would like to think that this specific part of the trailer is after that first mission, or after the first 2 missions where Jason is fixing leaks on a roof. A bit of a nod to those leaks that have come out prior, and I reckon this is the same case here as well, and they've put that in there at the start of the mission to sort of say, or maybe this could be the bit where, you know, Jason, the Russian drug dealer, you know, the drugs have gone into the sea, and that's what has happened, and Jason is sort of at that position so no one else can get to those drugs before he can. And moving on to Lucia's introduction into GTA 6, it was apparently told by this guy's source that Lucia has a baby that she abandons at a delicatessen and then heading out to a bank robbery and getting arrested for doing such an act. It is not known if the baby was a boy or a girl, and obviously there will be no kids in the game. This only happens in a cutscene as a flashback of the past. I have no information about what happens to this baby after this point. Now this is quite interesting. So pretty much this could be probably the 3rd mission of the game. It's sort of a flashback and an introduction into the character of Lucia, and sort of gives us a bit of a background into why she participated in that bank robbery. And then after being arrested and sent to jail, Lucia gets released on probation. She's picked up at the prison by Jason, who's planning a robbery with her, and they'll fall in love with each other after some time. The majority of the planning for the mission takes place at a nightclub called Vault. Now if I had to unpack that a little bit, we've already seen where Lucia gets released on probation. It's when Jason goes to the prison and is picking up Lucia Caminos, and she comes out with an ankle monitor. And the last line of this leak here, the majority of planning for the missions takes place at a nightclub called Vault. Now we obviously know that Booby Ike and Draquan Priest are quite well known and own the Vault nightclub in GTA 6, so it'll be quite interesting to see how Jason and Lucia are either assisted by Draquan and Booby Ike, or there's like sort of some, you know, person who sort of like is sort of the middleman between Jason and Lucia and Booby Ike and Draquan. Who knows really? It's all speculation at this current point in time. But the fact that it's a nightclub called Vault, and this nightclub is probably seen within trailer 2, could also be a strip club for all we know. Not really 100% sure on that one. That's just me speculating. But it is quite interesting at that point. It's also probably one of the more confirmed ones because we actually have seen Lucia getting released on probation. What I wanted to touch on is during the court case between Rockstar and those fired employees in the union, there were some court documents that suggested that GTA 6 Online may support 32 players per lobby, and this was from a Discord message from a former Rockstar employee submitted in court that indicates that an unannounced Rockstar title could support 32 players per session. Most likely this refers to GTA 6. Now this is it's not an interesting leak by any stretch of the imagination, but it does reveal a couple of things, that Rockstar probably playtesting what GTA 6 Online could look like, and the fact that they are looking at online lobbies that can hold 32 players is already well known. I mean, it currently happens in GTA 5's online relatively well. There's a lot of people and the server rarely crashes for the most part. So the fact that, you know, a couple of employees were fired over this specific feature is a bit weird, and, you know, probably not the main reason for all that happened, but the fact they were probably, you know, having messages in a Discord chat with a media organization is probably why a lot of them were let go, or the ones in particular that were let go from the Rockstar North office. So I mean, you can sort of delve into it a little bit, but it's probably not the be all and end all. It's probably more so, you know, leaked features that are going to be part of this game, and that was probably the reason that a lot of those employees were let go. But that has been the end of this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know what you think about all these leaks, and, you know, if these ones that you think are confirmed or not based off of what we've seen in the trailers so far. And also let me know what you want to see if we do get a trailer 3. I'm very interested to know what you think will be in the game if we do get a trailer 3 in the comment section down below. But with that, guys, I'll leave you to have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you with another video very, very soon. Have a good one, guys. See ya. Bye bye.